Hey everybody, I am Laura Bender and welcome to my channel. So if we haven't met before, a little bit about myself. I'm a 200-hour yoga teacher here in Cleveland, Ohio, and I was teaching locally up until obviously the virus hit. And I've been teaching for about 3 years or so. Kind of how I got started, my journey. Um, I a local studio had sent me an email in regards to a teacher training that was happening. And at the time, I was like, wow, I could totally do this. And lo and behold, maybe a couple days later, I got or actually my teacher actually in class had mentioned that she was going to be offering a teacher training in the next several months. And I felt a little more comfortable, obviously, going to her. And so that training lasted from January to April, and I ended up having just an awesome time with that. And my intention was to start teaching right away as soon as I graduated. So I definitely spent a lot of time trying to find spaces to teach. And I did actually end up teaching at one studio for the first several months of having my certification, and it was awesome. I taught there for about a year and a half afterwards. But over that time period, after this was, I would actually kind of scoot ahead to 2018. I was certified in 17. And in 2018, I actually did lose my full-time job. And this was a perfect time with the support of my husband to move forward with making this my full-time job. So I went ahead and I start to look around, although at the same time, this is all during spring, summer. So it's harder to find those teaching gigs, but I did manage to find some going in the fall, and it just kind of grew from there. Now, what kind of happened, though, I started to experience what some may call burnout kind of period. And I kind of started to feeling a little bit like it was a little bit much. And I decided to then kind of step back just a little bit, kind of lessen my classes. And that was, again, over a long period of time in 2018 and into even this year as well. Just kind of finding what was right for me, a right fit for me. I had some underlying health issues that also kind of played into it. So I was just trying to make sure I was taking care of myself the best way I could. And now we kind of speed up to these last few months, and the virus made its way in here, and honestly, that shift that happened was a lot for me to deal with. It took a while to kind of get over that. And I was doing my best during this time to just figure out what was going on and be myself. So again, I kind of was looking for something that was going to inspire me to take me to the next level. And, I had always kind of had this idea in the back of my head that I would go into like a 300-hour teacher training, but I was going to find something local, and maybe that's something that, something that I was ready for. But, I guess, when do you ever feel that you're 100% ready for anything? You have to just kind of jump in and see what you're made of. And so I manifested something. I manifested that 300-hour, and it came to me, and it presented itself to me. So within this training, I've been blessed with an awesome amount of support, just at home, with all as well as online with the instructors, the staff, with this studio. All these teachers that are taking the training, my fellow teachers outside of that are, that I've been in touch with over the last couple of months, they've been supportive as well. And, just keeping us present with providing journal prompts, just a way to engage and interact with each other. And also just free yoga. I mean, there's definitely a lot of places to get it, but their studio is offering yoga to their trainees that, so if they wanted that, they could go ahead and take it. So this whole practice, this whole training has really provided me a lot of inspiration to bring me back to that point where, why am I doing this, and what started this whole journey to begin with. And I want to live that authentic life. I want to be true to myself and be me. And, all of this leads to, creativity, inspiration, and, just finding that self-compassion for yourself and for others. And I wanted to create something that was authentic to how I am personally. And sometimes it's not that there's anything wrong with teaching in a studio. I definitely still love doing that, connecting with the students. But sometimes you're kind of felt that maybe you have to fit a certain mold. Maybe the owner wants a certain type of style taught. And sometimes, like me, you can't say no, and you just go ahead and teach it, but maybe it's not within your heart. And, that's definitely not something I want to move away from 100%. I love teaching in studio spaces. But right now, I'm just finding a way to kind of reintroduce myself. And also with just what I'm about right now. We have these reopenings that are happening within the next week or so. And me personally, I'm just not ready to come back to that. And it just isn't the right time for me. And it might not be the right time for a lot of you too. I don't know. So I want to return, eventually to a limited capacity kind of thing, maybe local, like I said, really local stuff, just a couple things here and there. But what I want to share with you right now is all me. It's all what I want to offer. And this is why I love teaching yoga. I mean, this is something that's definitely creativity oozing out of every pore in my body. So I'm going to start offering online memberships. And there'll be exclusive classes, just whoever signed up for these memberships. They'll be unlimited and live streamed. So I'm planning on having about 4 or more classes a week for you. And then those classes will be available for that entire week up until the next week when we start recording some new ones. That means there could be, within that month period of time, you at least have 16 plus classes that you can enjoy. So just keep an eye on these. It'll be coming up, like I said, in a few weeks. That's what I'm going to be offering. I'll have some special pop-ups. So that's kind of adding to the additional classes. So maybe like a yoga nidra or maybe like a specialty class of some kind will be added also during that month period of time. This will be available on any kind of device that you have that received digital delivery. So you're not driving anywhere. You don't have to park your car anywhere. You can wear what you want to wear. So there's no stress whatsoever. So this is going to begin probably the signing up for the memberships will probably begin in about June the 1st. So look for a follow-up vlog or maybe a blog. I'm not sure if I want to do another video or not. Just within the next week or so of reminding you that's what's going to be available. I'm still going to be offering some June free classes during the weeks. And those will be always available for you. What's like all the time. I'm not going to remove them from a YouTube site or anything like that. So just a little peek at what that's going to offer is chair yoga. We're also going to do a few weeks of chair yoga. And then there's going to be some offerings like prenatal, another prenatal class, a trauma-informed class, a specialty restorative class that deals with people that have experienced or going through cancer right now, cancer treatments. A couple of vinyasa, obviously flow classes with some special themes to them that are near and dear to me. And again, just kind of look on my social media pages for this information. Like always, everything's going to be posted there. And I just want to say a little thank you to everyone that's watched. Everyone that's subscribed, continue just to kind of spread the word and, offer your support. I appreciate it from my end. And again, I thank you so much. So everyone, just kind of keep your eyes open for all these announcements. Sorry I threw it all you one time. Again, thanks for watching and have a wonderful rest of your day. All right, namaste.